Alright, let's try this again. This time I'm going to try playing the game at, instead of 60 FPS, 30 FPS. My computer can easily handle 60 FPS. It could handle much higher, but my connection cannot manage that. So what happens is it starts blurring, it starts causing lots of artifacting and other crap going on, and that just looks ugly. So, for those of you that didn't see this game, it's sort of a combination of a bunch of different ideas. It's sort of a Doom or Quake sort of game, and also a game kind of like Fallout Shelter in this building phase. I'm gonna get that, and that should be better. So far I've had the most luck with Cleopatra. I had a Texan guy, but I don't know how I get more floors. So, there we go. Well, thank you, Ness. I think we're gonna try it again with Cleopatra. So, that's the base building. I haven't been able to figure out how to get it to do much else, but we're gonna go as
is at hand.
her. And it looks like we don't really have any items, but we'll go ahead and bring both the pistol and the machine gun. And the general idea is that you go to these different places, and it allows you to raid the different places. And I think there's different stuff depending on what type of building it is. So, in the case of this is a security floor, which means maybe it'll have more stuff. I don't really understand this game. It's in early access, I believe. I was sent the code by the developers. And I feel like I'm missing something fairly fundamental about the roguelite element that it has. It seems like once you die, that character is no longer available, but also I don't know. Need to be a little bit smarter. This game's a lot about moving and less about, like, other stuff. I think I'm gonna take this. Because it's just better. I've been playing a lot of the culling recently. You guys are gonna have to tell me how the bitrate looks. Like, are we getting a lot of artifacting this time? We shouldn't be. It's unfortunate that I can't do 60 FPS, but it's just not a reality. It's either 60 FPS and you get very blurry, off-looking textures, or 30 FPS and you get a much more clean look with a possibly higher resolution. I'm going to check and see if this works first, and we'll try and boost the resolution up to 1080p. But again, that's an entirely based on my connection issue. Looks alright. I'm very low on energy tonight. I don't know what I'm doing streaming, but I feel like
Fancy another go?
I'd give it a shot. It couldn't hurt. See, the main issue is that my computer, like I said, can handle like 1080p, 60 FPS, like all that jazz. But my connection cannot. And because of that, we're pretty much just at the mercy of whatever my connection feels like doing. I tried doing a little bit of work to make sure the connection was the best it could be. Apparently, if I use the New York server over the Dallas server, I get slightly better bitrate. I don't know why. But I spent a few minutes today just looking over that and trying to make sure that I had the best that I could possibly have. And we'll see how it goes.
If you don't mind.
You kind of like the off-stream Let's Play of Undertale. I liked it as a concept, and I got really used to looking forward to seeing it, and like seeing people's reactions at 1 p.m. I'd sneak out of class just to read the first few comments. We're gonna go with the rocket launcher for sure. Baseball bat sucks. I don't know why you'd go melee build in this game. It's awful. But yeah, I don't know. I think there are other games. During spring break, I focused on games that were banned on Twitch to do videos about, just because it didn't matter when they came out, and I knew that while I was doing them, that it would be okay. Like, I don't know, you guys would enjoy what was happening. So that was, I think that was good. I keep doing the low-level dungeons. I don't think Vinny did an off-stream one, but I don't know. The YouTube comments were not garbage, but doing the entire game first was a good idea, because people were giving me recommendations, and it was like, had I waited and actually done it live, like, you know, someone normally would as a streamer, I think I would have had a lot of trouble with it. People would have been very, it's a game where you're supposed to, like, you know, go off your own opinions and do what you feel like doing, interact with the characters the way you want, but there seems to be like a default way that you're supposed to play it. Everyone wants you to play it in X, Y, or Z way, and it's just like, that is boring. Why would I play a game about making decisions and not be allowed to make the decisions I feel like? What an awful system. And that's not the game's fault, that's just the way that the game, like, the community is set up. Riot gloves. Oh, shit. Alright. So, is my gallery show public? It is. It is at my school, though. And I've been kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to, like, invite stream. Because it would mean a lot more people would show up, but also I have to worry about, like, stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's been going well. I touched up one of the paintings. They kind of got damaged when I was transporting them to the gallery, and so I just went in there. Something about the black paint that I used. There's, you know, a lot of night scenes, and the black in the paintings, like, evaporated? I don't even know what happened there, but I was able to, like, fix it by just, I don't know, going in there and fixing it. So it wasn't a huge deal, because it was just, like, straight out of the tube black. So just, yeah.
Make way for Cleopatra Rex.
I feel like I do more damage if I do consecutive hits. Like, each additional hit does double damage or something like that. I'm not sure. But I'm still having some problems with the person that's supposed to be printing the labels. Like, each of the people, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. I assume so, because you're all here. Because Twitch's notification system is like an hour later, it lets you know. Or 2 hours in some cases. And it's like, what an awful system. The game is very loud. The girl that got the duty of doing the labels is dumb. So I have my stuff set up so that way there's a painting that's in the top left, there's a painting in the bottom left, there's one in the center, there's one in the top right, and there's one in the bottom right? So I want to be able to make it easy for the people who are viewing it to know exactly which painting is which. And the person who's doing the labels is assistant that I'm doing all of them in a row, which is problematic because now anyone who comes into the gallery will not know the names of things. They'll just assume that they're missing paintings, or that I submitted something wrong, and then I look bad. So, I don't know. So that's an ongoing fiasco. Apparently, in class, I had a friend of mine ask me about it, or ask her about it, and she apparently just went off. Like, just started screaming and shouting and cursing, just getting really mad at me, and it's just like, look, if you got a problem with me, talk to my face. Like, I'm not gonna deal with your shit like that. Like, you do not have my respect if you're gonna talk shit about me behind my back. Come to my face and tell me shit there, if you're gonna. But I'm not gonna take that. R&D, security, or security, R&D, security. Those are both awful options. Actually, I don't know. I honestly don't know what's good. I'm gonna try and get all the way there.
My coronation is at hand.
I think I get additional points every single time I run a level.
Nice bunker. I think I'll take it.
Occasionally when you start the level, it seems like you get really stuck into a corner. It's just like you instantly are set up to being attacked by like several people, and there's nothing that can be done about it. I mean, for me, I feel like the labels are ultra important because it's not about the places, it's about what's going on in those places, but it's just a painting of the places. So without the names, you don't know what's going on in the places. So basically, if she doesn't do it, then I just am straight up getting fucked over. The extra armor is nice, but I don't know how much armor does as far as defense. Like, does it lower the damage by X, Y, or Z%? I don't know. This guy in my painting class is, he likes to throw in memes, and it makes, the older students in the class get really confused, and I don't think any other student in the room actually is, into, like, memes. Not that I am into memes, if you know what I mean. But I at least understand what he's talking about, you know? He's like, you know, don't talk to me or my son ever again, and I'm like, throwing out some memes, are we? Everyone else in the class is like, do you have a son? It's like, no. And they're like, I think he's going crazy. And I'm like, no, he's just memes. I get extra damage by using the machine gun, 110% extra damage, which is pretty much an instant kill on any of these guys. It's these big dog things that I gotta worry about. But it looks like this gun is good enough to... Looks like this gun is good enough to deal with them. And it's so quick, but it has so much, like, burst fire for those guys, but everyone else I can pretty much just, like, one-shot and kill. I'm just gonna, bounce. What made him meme? I don't even remember why he was memeing. It wasn't like a... it needed to happen sort of meme. He just sort of threw it out there.
For Cleopatra Rex.
There is no rhyme or reason to his memeing. If you're gonna meme, make sure you have like a reason that you're gonna meme. The brown dog thing actually is... It probably would be better to use the rocket launcher, but honestly, like, the amount of damage that I'm putting out with this... Like, I only have, I think it's like 100 damage for the, rocket launcher, but the reload time is really low. Or really fast. You know what I mean. It takes forever. But with this gun, it's pretty much instantaneous, so... And I can pretty much kill anything in at least 2 shots. Except for the... I don't know. I'll try it on the next dog, dude. I think that's the correct answer to that. I think it's just easier to use this. The memer guy, he's alright. Yeah, he's kind of a troublemaker. He seems like the type that probably still goes to 4chan and thinks it's like, the funniest, most interesting place on the internet. Not that there's anything wrong with 4chan necessarily, but I don't know. There's a lot of problems wrong with it, actually. I've gotten so used to playing McCulling that I wanted to pick up that baseball bat just to go sell it somewhere. I don't know if I get extra resources by clearing out the place, or if it's just whatever I pick up. Because if it's just like... No, it's good. It seems like the rocket launcher would do more damage than it does, but it doesn't. I don't think there's ever an occasion where those cases blow up on you. Like, I don't think you can get hurt by them. But yeah, I was...
Next floor, then.
The rocket launcher is good for crowd clearing, I guess, but it feels like I'm doing enough damage with this that I don't have to worry about it. There's enough explosives in this place that even still it's not worth it. I don't know, I've kitted this guy out, or this gal out well enough that I don't really need to worry about it. I don't know. It'd probably do me good to have you guys invited to the gallery show. I don't know. I know KY and Carrie are planning on showing up. That gives me an extra 10% damage to the gun. I don't think it's terribly necessary. Yeah, I mean, I've got a 5-page paper done, that's due tomorrow, but I don't think I intend on doing it at all. Honestly, what's my opinion on memes? I don't mind him. Truthfully, it depends. You know, it really does depend. There's a time and a place for every meme. And it's really hard to not just fall into that. I don't know. I honestly just couldn't care. So that is just worse. It doesn't seem like there's really a good reason to continue fighting in an area once I've found the elevator. It's probably best to just go, right? I don't really know what I'm getting out of. I kind of want to just get as far into this as possible. Yeah, let's get the thing where we increase our max health. Cool. Why not? I don't think there's any way to go anywhere else. Just gonna beeline straight to the end. Why not? Yeah, it's hard to tell how good this is. I mean, the setup I've got going on right now is pretty fucking solid. I don't know. I think what happens a lot is people overuse memes, and then it just starts getting really bad. I do gotta. Oh fuck! I think that's the use of the rocket launcher, so I can kill guys that are around a corner. This gives me extra machine gun damage, but I get less armor. I'd rather wait. Okay, he was already dead by the time I came around the corner. It doesn't seem like it takes too many hits, but I can, Oh, fuck. Looks like I can kind of avoid some damage by doing that. Yeah, as long as I'm on the other side of a room, I think I'm safe with this gun. Most things cannot make it all the way across the room. I would like to see this game get a little bit more vertical. I don't know. I think there are very few Doom-like games, and that's one thing that kind of makes this game cool.
Make way for
it's like exploring that extra room in Isaac. I guess so. I mean, this does enough damage to one-shot guys as well, but it depends on the situation, I feel like. I can save some ammo by doing that. Can I keep the combo going longer if I keep... I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't think objects count to the combo. That would be weird. What was the question, Spagooty? Can you say Texas fuck yeah? Texas fuck yeah. There you go. I don't know. I can't think of any other Doom likes. I think this may be the kind of only one, and maybe that's why I like it. I like Brutal Doom because it updated the format of Doom. You know, I like a game where it's just about a solid gunplay. That's kind of why I like Killing Floor. But I haven't played that in a while. That's why I liked Payday 2. Literally Payday 2. But also Payday 2 with 2 O's. This also kind of stun locks them. Alright, what do we got here? Extra damage with machine guns in order to trade off some health. I don't think that's worth it. I don't think there's anything... I don't need more damage. I just don't. Like, most everything dies in one shot, so why even care about extra damage? Thank you, Spoogetty. Spookgetty. There you go. I got it. Today is a good night, then. I almost didn't stream tonight. That's cool. In depth, now hiring. I don't know what that's about. Well, thank you for being a man of honor. We're not in a day and age where that happens all that much. People go, oh yeah, I'd do.
Make way
no.
for Cleopatra Rex.
Probably could have saved some ammo there, but honestly, I just picked it all back up, so who cares? The dogs are just going to be a regular enemy now, aren't they? Oh, damn. Did you just hear that? That would be some thunder, which means that I may have to stop streaming. If I suddenly go offline, it's because thunder has hit the apartment and I lost connection. The trifecta is complete. Hey, there you go. I do need to switch out some of the emotes, so while some of you subscribers are here, if one of the emotes were to go away, which one do you not use ever? Like, which one would you not mind leaving? And maybe having it replaced with something better. Because if there's one, I think there's a couple that aren't used all that often. Like, Olaf is used a lot. I think Joker is probably the one that needs to leave. I don't think it's used all that much. Or the Rev Kappa with mask one. It's kind of got to be one or the other, I think. And I've got 2 Kappa ones, one with the mask and one without. And I don't think that's really necessary. And then what to replace it with. I agree, Mullet. I think the one gas mask emote is enough. And people seem to think that the one that's in color is the staple, so why don't we get rid of the other one? I don't see a lot of people using Rev Kappa mask or whatever. Are we getting the Daddy Rev emote? I'd have to be really hard up on money to even, like, do that. Holy fuck, what is that? Oh god, it's got a rocket launcher, whatever it is. That's awful. E to use? What is E to use? What am I using? Oh god. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna fight this. Did I get it? No, it's still there. I don't think he can get through the doorway, you know? Fuck. I didn't think that one through.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, we're in a bad situation. We are out of ammo on our best gun.
If you wouldn't mind.
We have 1 bullet left. Oh, there we go. There's 100 extra bullets. Now we're fine. Yeah, alright, so why don't we get rid of the black and white one? So for subscribers, what would you want? And for those of you that are not subscribers, what would convince you? What kind of emote would you need to go, yeah, this is good value proposition? Aside from just good streams, which should be the ultimate thing. I tried doing, like, extra rewards and stuff, but I found that most of the time people who were subscribing didn't want them and didn't care for them. Or they were being abused and people would subscribe, get the rewards, and then never, like, subscribe again. And it's like, that's kind of shady. I'm getting very low on health. Do I still play 80s themed games? I kind of ran out of 80s themed games that are any good anyway. There are more, but there are a lot of really shit games that got tied in because of the success of Blood Dragon, I feel like. 173? 173 might be an alright option. Yandere Chan, I think, might be the other one. I know I can't stream it anymore, but, like, oh, that health would have been helpful. Oh, fuck. Revgasm. Revgasm might be another good choice. Yeah, it's just gonna be those big guys from here on out. I think I need more health. I need to start working on my base so that way I have more health. Let me make sure I snipe all the other guys. Snipe everyone else and get rid of the big guy. And then I do the exact opposite of that. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of kiting. It worked, though. So what can I say? Yonder Rev. It'd be Rev Yandere because of the way that Twitch sets it up, but I think that would be okay.
That was a royal reception.
Yeah, I think, yeah, and I think that's fine, Recon. You gotta take care of yourself. I'm just trying to make sure that, like, it's worth it, or it feels like it's worth it to people, you know what I mean? Extra health would be really nice, but what else can I get out of this? This is just extra damage with other guns. I don't really care about that. Can I get... I wish I could go back to town and get stuff, but that doesn't look like it's an option. Increase the max health by 10. That's fine. I think I need to go with another one at this level because I don't think I'm ready for the next level. I think that's just like there's too much. I don't know what happens though. Should I try pushing forward or should I keep being safe? You know what? You guys don't watch because it's like a nice easy stream. You watch because like shit happens, right? So let's go.
Nice
let's go hard.
I think I'll take it.
Okay, I'm already beginning to regret this decision. I don't think I could have planned that one out better. Considering I kind of did plan it. Look up Super Tariotros. Alright. What is it? Oh, okay. That's happening. Oh, okay. Let's not shoot ourselves. I believe those are actually... It's hard to tell what's going on with some of these models. I need to have 400 credits by the end of this. I don't think there's any way to tell how many credits I've got right now. Tab seems to switch my weapon. He's up there somewhere. Just don't know where. There we go. It's Mario mixed with Tetris. Oh yeah, it's a Flash game, isn't it? I remember that game. It's pretty old too. Credits show in the elevator. Oh fuck. Okay, that's not fun.
Brilliant.
Okay, let's not go that way just yet. Let's go get some health first. Oh god. It's a cool game. It's an early access though, so I don't know where they're planning on going with it or if it'll ever get there. That's the problem with early access, is it's always kind of in this limbo. Alright, so we didn't get more health. I think we actually lost some in that exchange, which is great. Really... Okay, I don't think there's any way I can handle this. Wait, never mind. I can handle this easily. Okay, we just gotta wait for the guys to come around the corner. It's just a run and gun with some roguelite elements. It's pretty simple, but I like it. Alright, that didn't help us out any. Shotgun is not what I need. It looks like there's only certain weapons that exist. I think that's... Credits show in the elevator. Alright, let's check the elevator.
Shall we carry on?
We got 80, so we need an extra 100? I think that's what I've gotten so far. Safari. That's a thing you do in Africa, not here. We are going to die. We are fucked. What is this right here? Okay, it's just a drone. It's fine. The drones are easy. Like... It's horrifying to think that eventually the, It seems like certain guys eventually become, like, just regular enemies. One case being the, cyborg dudes that go pork pork. But because of that, that means that those guys, the big guys with rocket launchers that are currently guarding stuff, they're gonna be bad guys, like just regular guys here soon. Alright. Okay, I just activated something. I think this might be the exit room. Certainly feels like it. Yep, it is. Okay, good. Yeah, that thunder's starting to kind of scare me as far as what it'll do to my computer, so... Okay, we're good. We are out of ammo, though. Oh god.
Oh, yes.
There we go. There we go. I think there's another way of opening those crates, but it's just easier to shoot them. Imagine if Halo looked and played like Doom. You mean Marathon? Literally the game that was made by Bungie before they made Halo, which is, it even has the same characters. Okay, just almost killed myself there for absolutely no fucking reason. I just ran directly into an explosive and shot it. Oh. 3 health, good. Yeah, Halo on MS-DOS, that's exactly what Marathon is. Here, hold on. Yeah, look up a game called Marathon. Bungie. Images. It was a precursor to Halo. So before Halo Combat Evolved came out, it was this. Yeah, I played it at a LAN party once. The multiplayer is pretty good. Jetpacks, the whole 9 yards. Let me pull it up so you guys can see. It's it says it's free now, according to whatever this website is. There you go. Yeah. This is Marathon. Not the best screenshot of it, but there you go. It exists. This looks like it's an iPhone port. I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah. It was alright. It was not a bad game. It's basically a Halo Doom-like. Yeah, it's good. I played it when I was, when we do LAN parties, because it took it was like 500 megabytes at most, right? So that means that, like, most everyone could instantly have it, and, we didn't have to go, oh, well, you have this game, but you don't have this game, and we need a game that we can all play together. Oh, he's got to download this map for Warcraft 3, so while we're waiting, what can we play? It was one of those games. Most of the time, we just ended up playing, like, Dota, like the original Dota, on Warcraft 3. Frozen Throne and all that. I need to dodge more. I need to be doing this rather than actually trying to just like stand there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it does 35 damage. This thing does 17 a shot, but does not have an explosion radius. It's just whatever I hit, so I do have to aim, which in some cases is fine, in other cases it's not. But yeah, they even look like Master Chief. It's good. It's a good little game. It's really not innovative in any way. It's basically kind of Quake, but it's made by Bungie. Oh god. Just die. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I think maybe once I get done with this level, I might want to turn my computer off. I'd rather not have it explode. The this computer is a little bit too expensive for me to be able to afford. GPM and Solgren were nice enough to set it up, but it would be bad if I blew it up. Oh god. So that other one was not even the boss one. Fuck.
Yes.
Oh! I found something cool, Rev. Can I post images? Yes. Let me let you permit. There you go. You are good for the next 3 minutes. Wish there was a better way of doing that. Wait. Nub's Adventure. Never heard of this game. What is it? What makes it special? I don't understand. As a final gift, the zero-sum gang, all punks receive the following, plus 25% damage with machine guns. Okay, well. I'm gonna take my headphones off. Let me do a quick break, and I'm gonna check and see what's going on outside and see if it actually is as bad as it seems like it is. I think it actually is like at a state where I might have to go. Give me half a second. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if you guys are yet. I ran a 60-second ad, so probably not. I'm gonna wait until that little notification comes back up. We shouldn't be too bad off. I forgot I was gonna get the extra health on combos thing. Alright, well, it's fine. Alright, there we go. I'm back. Hello. There's a fairly decent looking thunderstorm going on outside. I'm a little bit concerned about it, not gonna lie. I don't know. How do you think is it pretty bad out there? It sounds pretty bad out there. Yeah. Okay. I'm just wondering if it's gonna be like that one felt pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just don't want to have to. I'm just really paranoid about this computer. I know, my baby. Can't let it go. So I think what I'm gonna do is let's do a couple more, but let's do really low level ones because, I suck. She has extra damage with, this stuff. I don't know, I'm gonna do work boots instead. I feel like that's better. Pistol is just, I don't like it. Like, anything that the pistol does, the machine gun does better. What? I don't know which of these I have installed. Oh, it's that one. Okay, so that gives us extra. It's probably the best option. Yeah, I think we got the best one going. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's set. I have a surge protector. I don't know.
This is Molly Pop. I'm going in.
It seems like there's no reason not to want to use your machine gun. In fact, if I found another one, I might put it in the secondary slot just to have 2. Weather looks pretty bad near Austin. We get like the worst. I think it's like red, right? Is the really bad one. We getting like red over Austin. It just sounds really bad out there. I don't know. Thunderstorms in Texas, like, I don't mind it up north. But here, like, we get... Because it's so flat, there's nothing to stop, like, these,
Got it.
pressure systems coming through and really fucking things up. Which is why we get thunderstorms, or, tornadoes and stuff like that. Shotgun's pretty awful.
Come here.
I might want to stop. You know what this game reminds me of, and I just realized it because of him derping out like that? It reminds me a lot of Receiver, actually.
Gonna borrow this. Next floor.
Yeah. I might get a superpower from this. I mean, that's true. I might get a superpower. One of the two.
Here we go.
It would be nice if it explained some of the elements of this game a little bit better. I feel like this game doesn't really do a great job of that. I loved Receiver. I think that's maybe why I like this game. The problem with Receiver, though, was that there was not really a reason to keep going. And, I don't know, it was hard, but the gunplay was good. Receiver's the one where you control every aspect of the gun, yeah. I have like one early video on my channel. If you go way back, it's one of the first videos on my channel about Receiver. It's a good game, but it's pretty shallow as far as depth. It's a game jam game, so that's kind of what you get, but it's also a little bit frustrating because it's like there's so much more that this game could have been. I'm also fucking garbage at it, so I never get to see the ending. Might have gotten the other guy. I didn't even think there's anyone in here. I was dodging around too good. Alright. This is a nice...
Alright.
I might do the culling here in a minute. I don't know. I asked GPM if he wanted to do the culling or not. And he said, yeah, he had already set something up with someone else. But maybe. We might do the culling with GPM. No. Kind of just assumed that I got that shot and didn't actually check. That could have gone really badly. Yeah, I think the worst example of that you're talking about is, okay, I was a total nerd when I was a kid, right? And, someone was making a GTA port to a Palm Pilot, right? And it was like downloads.com. I think you even had to use downloads.com. I kind of forget how the system worked, but anyway. If you wanted to play games on it, you had to download it and you had to sync it. And the syncing took forever, right? So, I figure, you know, I want to play this, and he never got around to finishing it. There's also this, like, I think it was basically a clone of Rogue that I played a lot on there. That was really good. I'm still down with doing the culling. I've been playing it a lot lately. I think I figured out a good strategy. But I'm still not very good. Please don't actually be 8 years old. That's very young for this stream. Okay, the rocket launcher works in spam. If I spam it, then I get enough damage out. I hear another one. I guess I don't. Thought I did. Yeah, like GTA 1 on a Palm Pilot. What else was there? Drug Wars. I saw an update to Drug Wars recently. Like, someone made a revised version, and that looked pretty cool. Can I get anything else? No. It looks like I have... Maybe it's like I get more unlocks the farther I go. Like, I get more medical unlocks if... I don't know. Oh, okay. So you're 28 as well. Okay. So you understand what that was like. Yeah, I had 2 different Palm Pilots. One was black and white, or green and other green. Sort of like the Game Boy is not really black and white. The other one was color. It was a fairly low color palette. It's actually where I first learned to program. Not that I ever actually, like, pursued that. Kind of regret it. I mean, I can always go back and learn it, but honestly, it's one of those things that just doesn't interest me enough. Like, I can make Hello World in pretty much anything, but, like, I don't care. Like, I think, like every nerd, I have ideas for games that I think would be cool, but I don't have the willpower to actually, like, do it myself, and I'm not going to ask someone else to make it, because I can't pay them. And why the fuck would they go with my idea? Like, they spent all these years learning how to program. Sort of like when people ask me, oh, you should draw this, and it's like, no. No, I'm going to draw whatever the fuck I feel like drawing, and that's what's going to happen. I spent way too much time learning how to draw to be told how to draw and what to draw by someone else. Like, are you paying me? No, fuck you. So it's probably the same situation for, like, programmers. I don't want to make it sound like I'm actually good at programming. I'm not. I'm really not. I've got a couple of Arduinos, excuse me, that I have messed around with in the past, and we've even done streams where I was messing around with them and people were helping me code. Yeah, I could never get around to it. It's not something that interests me enough to really put it, I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like someone else should. If you want to make a passion project and I'm in it, you know, cool. I will play the shit out of that. But am I actually gonna make it myself? Am I gonna tell you what to do now? So I don't know.
Here we go.
Yeah, I switched around my degree way too many times. That's why I have like this weird track record of like biomedical shit, and then there's like psychology, and then now I'm doing art. I don't know. It's weird. Heard some advice recently that like the stuff that like is important to you is stuff that you could go on talking about forever, but also the stuff that you'd be worried being told, oh, that's dumb, that's shit, why would you even care about that? Why would you even try and do that? Just being made fun of for doing whatever that is. And I don't know how much that's true, because I mean, like, you know, I think I'd be afraid and nervous to jerk off in public, but, you know, I don't think that's a passion project for me. I don't think that's something that I need to do as a human being. I think that's something that just happens. Like, people do that. Like, the guy who did the Coney 20 whatever thing. Was it 2012? 2013? I don't know. It was a while ago. It could have gone a lot better. It's not very good. You know? Like, stuffing your hand, like, putting my hand into a blender also makes me nervous. And I think people would probably give me shit for thinking about doing it. But I don't think that's something that I should do as a career. Like, that isn't a career and shouldn't be made into a career. I mean, I guess there are people who do. I heard about a show actually on the way home, and it sounded kind of interesting, but I didn't actually go and look at it. I think it was called, like, Zombie Go Boom or something like that. It's,
All right.
you pay to watch, basically, I think from the way they were describing it on the radio, it sounds like it was
Here we go.
it's like a reality show, but it's like an indie reality show, so it's like on Twitch or whatever. But it's like a 24/7 zombie show. Like, I don't know how that works out mechanically, but it's a cool idea. Maybe I'm totally misunderstanding the concept or how it works, but that sounds really cool to me. I think you have to pay to watch it at all, though, so I wouldn't know if it's actually good, though. You know what I mean? Like, how are they going to keep that up? And, like, you couldn't really have off days. I mean, I guess people could just, like, go out and look for supplies for, like, 2 days whenever they needed a break. You know, and everyone would be fine with that. And then they come back with, like, I don't know, a rock. Oh, I didn't find anything. I found out that by using this New York server, I think I have a lot better of a bitrate, so everything probably looks a lot better. But there's also more delay. It feels like this is just a sniper rifle at this point. Like, it's the only gun in the game that really has this level of accuracy and range and damage. Getting plenty of research from this place. Is this the R&D level? I would bet that it is. I bet if I go to certain... areas, I get more stuff in certain, like, depending on what type of building it is, depends on what kind of stuff I get for going there. That sounds like something that would happen. We were talking about this guy in class today, and I forget his name, but his entire thing was doing art in blood. He doesn't even consider himself an artist. He just calls himself a priest. I think he might be crazy.
That's a wrap.
205 for that floor. Jesus. Can we hire more people? It would be really nice. Alright. So I bet that I get access to more things if I don't know how I use, like... This costs money. What do I use the research on? Like the tech. Alright, R&D, medical, R&D, medical. This one pretty much fucked me up last time, but I think we're gonna try it. I mean, we died on like floor 2 or something.
I'm going in.
We got plenty of damage coming out, so. No. Melee damage is shit. It's just not an extra option. Like, melee is not a viable option in this game. I'm sorry, it's not. There's too many things that use explosive damage. Ow. That was kind of cheap. But that's how those old games used to be. I don't know. I saw a clone of Drug Wars recently that looked pretty good. I like that kind of game because I'm a nerd. I think that's the kind of person who likes that kind of game. It's like colossal nerds. Okay, I thought it was going to explode or something. It took way too many shots. There we go. That was pretty easy. Oh. These things still freak me out. Like, even though they're just like paintings on the wall, they still make me like jump and I like start getting ready to fight them. Trying to figure out where I need to go. I feel like there's an alternate way at some point that I just missed. There's the elevator, so then I came this way. No? Wasn't there another out? There has to be. Because there's no elevator here, right? Oh, shit. Okay, got that guy. I actually jumped into that one, actively. Enough with the baseball bats. They're shit. I'm not gonna use them. Stop it, game. 6 health is all I get?
Alright.
I don't know. It was weird to see that art. People are just kind of, I don't know. Some art nowadays I don't get. A lot of it is that people are trying to be the next thing, you know, the next genre. Or actively trying to work away from the genres. But there are certain genres that just kind of work. People like shit. You know? Like, people like Impressionism. They understand what Impressionism is about. But, like, when you get into, like, weird stuff like Dada, like, people don't get it. They don't realize that it's essentially just, like, people fucking with people. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It's just like, everything's fucked, so let's just get really high and do art. There's no meaning. Just like there's no meaning in life, edge. This was directly after the First World War, so they were a little fucked up. And so what ends up happening is you get some weird stuff. There was this one I watched. We watched this video, and it was just like... The guy... He was just... I don't even know how to describe it. I think I talked about it on stream. He was just climbing up and down, like, the MoMA, which is, like, a modern museum, modern art. Like, very prestigious place. Climbing up and down it, wearing kilts, and just... It was the weirdest fucking thing. It was a very nihilistic movement. It was people who read a lot of Nietzsche.
Next floor.
Dada is nihilism, sort of as an art form. There's also the Burqa, which is a direct quote from Nietzsche. You know, will be this bridge. There are certain people that'll bridge what makes, you know, the normal person and the Ubermensch. And the bridge, or the Burqa, is where that movement gets its name from. I'm gonna take the extra armor because fuck that. Okay. Oh, how about you don't do that? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure that one was destroyed. It would be nice if we were fighting in a big open room rather than this little tiny pillar room, but whatever. Yeah, a lot of art makes sense once you understand why they're doing it. Honestly, a lot of it is just like people trying to make art for the common man. Like, they don't want to try and make art for rich people. So they end up making some really dumb shit because they're like, oh, people understand this. You know, that's what pop art was about. Like, you understand what a can of tomato soup is. Yeah, you've seen that before. That speaks your language. You understand this. You know? That's also what Impressionism was in a lot of ways. Was like, here we can make something that, like, no pretense of all this other bullshit. It's just art for the people. A lot of it doesn't really hit the mark. Like, people don't understand it. There's,
All right.
I forget what it was called. It was a Russian movement. I think it was called structuralism. It looks sort of like, imagine, you know those, I forget what they're called, but they're machines that basically serve one very specific purpose that don't do anything really interesting. It's kind of shit. Rube Goldberg machines. Imagine a broken Rube Goldberg machine. That's sort of what structuralism looks like. I think that's the term. It's a very weird thing. It was meant to, like, anyone can understand it, you know? But I asked my art teacher, like, do you understand what this is about? And she was like, no. Nope, out of ammo. Okay. I don't know. Nope. That could have gone a lot better, but it could have gone a lot worse. Need a little bit more health if that's all possible. I'm not going to risk the extra damage myself, because the rocket launcher has a little bit of spray to it. And if I miss and hit the wall, I'm dead. You know what I mean? Okay, let's just go. Okay. This is a safe spot here, so I can just... Go. We're alright. E to use. I think it just says that a while after you even get it. I don't know. I'm going to try and get back into doing arcade. I'm going to try and do it this weekend. I think I just needed a little bit of time to figure out what I was going to do next. But I think I figured out what I'm going to do next. I'm going to have to... I think something that would help is if I actually, like, do the painting off stream. And also if I do something a little bit, easier. Like, something a little less detailed. I think that's been my mistake, is I've been trying to do, like, the stuff that I spend, like, you know, 40 hours on in 2 hours, and it ends up looking like shit. Yeah.
That's all you got?
And so if I just go with a, like, much looser, messier style, I might have a lot more success in doing it. We'll see. How do I... So I don't have any extra healing things, despite the fact that... Get extra damage through pistols and stuff, but I don't use that, so... I don't know if I can beat things like this. Like, what do I... I think I'm just gonna go for broke. I'm gonna try and go to in-game. Let's see if I can live. I don't think I can. I don't think I have the stuff, but...
This is Molly Pop. I'm going in.
Okay. Alright, not a bad first room. I got it. It is like hit scan though. Like the... Oh my god, really? Really with this? Okay. There's no more rooms just because it's early access. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'd want. It's gonna be a problem. Because I can get one in a spot where he can't hit me, but... What do I feel about Rothko? I actually, so the painting class I have, the guy who's teaching it has this thing where he's getting us to go through different, situations, different periods of art, right? And so, because it's the end of the semester, we're going in kind of order, which means that we're getting into, like, abstract expressionism. And so I did a color field thing today, and I'll post it on Twitter later. Not a huge fan. I like Rothko conceptually, like, I like the stuff he was saying, but, like, I'm dead. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. I like Rothko. I like him as a person, or, you know, for who he was. He's dead, but, you know, aside from that, yeah, if you follow my art Tumblr, you can actually see all that stuff. Jesus Christ. I need just a little bit of health, please. And that should give us 6 health. Good. Because I get 2 per enemy I kill in a combo. God damn. No, this is not a Doom mod. This is a, I mean, Rothko is like, you know, another example of those, like... Oh, fuck. I walked straight into that. He's another one of those, like, you need to, you know, make art for the common man. And how do you do that? Well, I'll take the revolver. Increases the effectiveness of health pickups. That would be good. Oh, maybe I do have to have that. So the research, it looks like, comes into play after the level's over. I got it. So how many guys do I get to recruit? Melee? No, fuck you.
Shall we dance?
Don't mess with... I wouldn't.
Positively royal.
So we only get 2. That's unfortunate. So Rothko is just what he is, you know? That's his idea, is that you should be able to, like, you know, let's get rid of all this bullshit about, like, you know, hierarchy of, like, oh, well, you need to know this and all that, you know, like, can you look at it and understand it? Yeah, it makes it it's sort of like Rogue Legacy or whatever. I don't like the pistol. I just don't.
Got it.
I don't know. I think it's probably better in the shotgun, though. Because that shotgun's range is shit. No. You're fine, dude. Chat's very quiet tonight because there's so many people around streaming. So,
I'll take that.
yeah, I'm not gonna take the melee guy. That's just a
Alright.
dumb decision. I think after this, maybe this
Here we go.
area, I want to check and see what's new, if I can build a new room. The color palette's nice, the pixel art's on point, it looks like of that era. You know, people confuse it for a Doom mod, which is a good sign that you got the right thing going on, you know? If I can get that revolver, that would be nice. That would make this chick a lot better. Because I think the revolver would probably counter the... Doesn't seem like it does all that much damage. Seem to only be getting shotguns, though, which is shit. Ah, fuck. I was ready for him, too. So it seems like almost like there's an advantage to dying after you've gotten a certain amount into your run. Maybe once you get all the way to the end. I don't know. I can't imagine getting that far, or how you would do that. I like this game. It's simple, but I feel like it's got some cool stuff. Hello.
That's all you got?
So, but we don't have any other rooms unlocked, and we only get those by going further and dying and then getting the things. And maybe there's a way to get additional like punks. I don't know. Let me go to the bathroom and we'll come back and we're gonna figure out what else we're gonna do. How's that sound? This game is available on Steam. I believe it's $15. It's a cool idea. It's very much a cool idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We'll see what I feel like doing after this. I don't know. I might stop. I might chuck on GPM. We'll see. We will see. Give me 90 seconds to go to the bathroom and get my shit together. How's that sound? I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Let me check on GPM real quick. I'm gonna mute it so you guys can't hear the music or his stream. Because, yeah, looks like, holy fuck, everyone's streaming. Dyer's streaming, Vinny's streaming, I'm streaming, Fred is streaming, I'm streaming, Darren's streaming, GPM is streaming. Let me see what he's doing. Can't stop the culling. How are you guys doing? Definitely not on my best today, but I feel like I'm having a good time, and I hope you guys are having a good time as well. Oh, he's got a good thing going. Alright, well, why don't we just do the culling regardless of whether or not he can join us or not. It seems like he's in the middle of his thing, so, yeah, I'm a bit tired as well, and I think it's showing. I don't know what the deal is. I've been playing. I've been playing the culling a lot because prior to that, I've been playing Dirty Bomb, and Dirty Bomb is just not a very good game. I was talking about it on stream with GPM the other day. I hate the way you have to capture this game. It's such shit. They really need to fix this. It's not something that's like their responsibility to do, but it says something about how they coded their game if you can't actually window it. It's usually a sign of a badly coded game. At least in my opinion, or at least one that I really don't like streaming. So we're probably going to do like 1 or 2 rounds of this. If you want to play with me, I'm going to be playing teams. So keep in mind, actually you can right click the screen and then there should be an option for like settings or something, and you can actually see what the latency is. So you can see how much lag you've got. But they'll give you a way of actually figuring out when to join. Because if you join at the same time as me, then yeah. Let's just do 1 round of this. But I'm going now, so you're 30 seconds too late or whatever. I don't know. I think everyone's streaming, yeah. I'm pretty damn tired. Oh, by the way, I wanted to talk about what I've got going on right now. This is my my outfit is very much like I know how to try hard, but I also know how to have a good time. You know, try hard in the streets, good time in the sheets. So I've got my Muscle Man Milk shirt, but it's also army green, which means that it's good for stealth. But it also shows my love for man milk. So I'm wearing these dumb-looking shorts because they're the best. It looks like my fly is open. I don't know what that was the intention. There are other options of pants, but I don't know. These neon green ones are pretty good. These look like they're leopard print, and they're pretty fucking ridiculous. If they had leopard print ones, I'd go with that. Maybe we should wear this. The lime green ones are just kind of... we've also got the airdrop. I just go surprise me because I haven't unlocked all of them yet. I think there's somewhere around 30, and I have about 18. The haircut, I've got an option for a mohawk. But, yeah. As far as my abilities go, I've got a golden arm, which allows me to do 100% extra damage when throwing stuff, stealthy, which means I barely make any sound, and 50% recovery, which means that I can run longer, fight harder. Generally speaking, it's better. Did I just see it? Yes, there is a item box right here. So my strategy has changed since last time I streamed this. I've found that it's easier to not even depend on crafting something, but literally just to go. You know? Just immediately, rather than trying to craft a knife or something, just go and find whatever's nearest to you, and then go from there. I forgot I'm playing team, which means that I need to do stuff. It also saves you some, wow, I'm just getting all of the luck. If I can find a bandage, yes! I can turn it into a satchel, and then if I can find something else good, that'd be great. But the amount of time you save really does help. And then, inevitably, someone else is going to be here. And when they come here, I've already gotten all the shit. They spent some time crafting, like, I don't know, a knife or whatever. But it's not going to work out for them. Because I already have all the shit in here. Okay. Do I want to get into the fight with this guy right now? I could probably beat him. Which is better? This or this? The machete is. Okay. He probably bailed because he realized it's already been looted. He does not hear me because of stealthy. Which means that I get this extra bit of damage on him. I've noticed that people that have the armored faceplate usually have their shit together better than I do. I'm also noticing a lot more lag. I think it's because I'm streaming. Are you guys noticing that jitter too? Because it's pretty fucking bad. I think I'm gonna go find my friend. Because that guy kind of kicked my ass harder than I would like to admit. I should have had the advantage, but I feel like the stutter right now is really fucking up my ability to do melee. Something that's kind of unfortunate about this game is that if you don't have your shit together, like if your internet connection's not feeling you right. I feel like someone else is here. There is someone else here. I'd rather not be doing this fight. Okay, I'm leaving. Fuck this. Are they teams? They have to be. No, he's focusing me because I'm low on health. No, I'm dead. I don't think I can play with this kind of lag. I don't mean to make it sound like I'm making excuses, but like, literally, like, it's...
Somebody just threw something and killed an opponent. He basically threw a handful of used toilet tissue.
Thank you. Please, please don't kill me. My God, the guy on my team sucked. It could be he's lagging. It's hard to tell, honestly. But that guy sucked balls. Did you guys see that? Nope, he's gonna keep trying to go after me. I don't know if they're on a team or not, but they're definitely working like they are. Where did that just go?
Is your left arm numb? Are you missing your left arm? Apply pressure to open wounds until a fatal error has occurred. Enter standby mode. Thank you.
That's one down. Oh, no. I got double teamed at the end. Oh well. Yep. This is a pretty common build as well. I don't think I've got the connection right now for whatever reason to actually play this. So why don't we just call it there, and you guys can watch GPM, who his connection does not seem to be shitting itself. What did we get? Cocoa Labs. Who gives a fuck? It's not Muscle Man Milk. Man Milk, man. Man Milk. That's where I'm gonna end stream. Let me go and check the art because I know there's at least one new piece of art. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna check the board real quick, and then I'll host probably GPM. The connection just does not feel like doing it today, so I'm kind of honestly a little bit too tired to be streaming anyway. I just felt like streaming because I don't know. For a while, I haven't been able to stream, and it feels like poop. So actually being able to stream feels nice. This is a Shopkeep GIF, and it was done by Hakuakis. I'm just going to leave the thing where you can actually see who did it up, so you can actually read it, because I'm not going to be able to pronounce this person's name right, and they deserve credit because it's nice. Ba-bam. Oh, a little bit of the sidebar there. Let me fix that for you. Scoot that over. There we go. Okay, cool. I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, but this is their name, so there you go. And they did this. I'm going to zoom in on it so that way we can see it a little bit better. Pretty fucking cool. It's a reference to the Shopkeep streams where I am several raccoons in a trench coat. And I'm cleaning up a dead body because people try and think that they're going to try and rob me, and I just fucking murder them. Is that how you pronounce your name? Haiku Aikis? I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. But this is rad as fuck. I like collecting art that I just sort of save, and I hold it off to the side, and then when people are like, oh, you know, you play video games and people watch you, why would they do that? And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it's, you know, there's this community. Here, let me show you some art that people have done. This is the kind of stuff that I like to show. Hakuakis. Hakuakis. Cool. So this would be the kind of thing I would show, because then it's like, oh, wow, they're really amazing artists that watch your stuff. And it's like, yeah, I know, I'm pretty fucking cool. I'm pretty fucking badass. Such an asshole. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I think that's what needs to happen. I'm a little bit too tired to keep going. But I'm gonna host GPM. He is also doing the culling, so if you're here for the culling, then you will get a little bit of that action going. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you when I do. Goodbye. Goodbye.